Hello, hi again. A very good morning to everybody. Today, I wanted to speak about something very important that we all need to keep in mind and observe. I'm here in the mountains of Dhauladhar range, as you can probably see a little on my background. So, basically, I'll tell you what Dhauladhar means in the local language here. Dhauladhar in local language means white mountain range, which is fully covered with snow most of the time throughout the year. Looking back into the decades that have passed, there was a lot of snow all the time throughout the year. But as years passed and we see the climate change happening all around and the adverse effects of it, we all know that the depletion of snow and glaciers on the mountains is happening rapidly. So it's the same case again here as well. And through my personal experience being here since 10 years on, I have seen a lot of change on the mountains. The depletion of glaciers and the scarcity of water and everything else around it. The two topics that I really want to focus through this video regarding climate change and its adverse effects is about scarcity of water, and also the other one is the fate of wildlife movement around these mountains and forests. So this is the year 2024 and we are in January. We are already 2 weeks into January and halfway through winter. Ideally, these are the months where the winter is at the peak time and there should be a lot of snow by now. But today, what I would like to speak about is, although it is already 2 weeks into January and halfway through winter, here at Dhauladhar range, we didn't have not even one single snowfall so far. Which already means, and it is very clearly evident, that the climate has warmed up a lot and we are going to face adverse effects of it. According to my own personal observations in the past 10 years, we used to have snowfall in the months of November, December, January and February. If not in November, at least we used to have one or two snowfalls in December. But we are at the second week of January and we still do not have even one snowfall yet. So we do not really know what is going to happen this year. The simple science behind the winter seasons and the snow, the timing of the snow and the holding of water by these glaciers on the mountains is that if there is good snowfall during the winter seasons, at least during these months, which is January and February, which is peak time of winter season, the snow will stick onto the mountains and stay for longer. But if there is no snow at this time, and even if there is snowfall later during the warmer temperatures, which is early February or even March maybe, that doesn't really have a very good advantage, because that snow which comes during the warmer time doesn't stick to the mountain or stay for a longer time throughout the year. And because of the warmer temperatures during the summer, the depletion of snow happens at much faster rate, and obviously there will be a lot of scarcity of water and other issues related to it. So if we try to understand how it affects the wildlife movement around these mountains or any other natural spaces, is basically every animal, bird or any creature depends on water for its survival, including us, right? So basically wherever there is depletion of water on the river courses and other water bodies, the wildlife around these mountains are always constantly in search of water sources. When there is scarcity of water everywhere around, their movement and their habitats keep changing slowly. And as this continues, they keep moving away and away and away in search of water. And slowly, it also affects the vegetation around the water bodies and around the mountains in the forest and all. And because of also effect of vegetation, the movement of wildlife is rapidly changing all the time. As we already know, we hardly see any wildlife around these days. When there is a lot of rapid change in the movement of wildlife, it is very clear and evident that it is going to be much more tougher for the survival of the wildlife around these mountains and forests, which is their natural habitat. And even for us, if you want to see any wildlife, it is going to get harder and harder. So basically, this is a major concern which is very interconnected with climate change and its adverse effects, the water cycle, the seasonal cycle, and everything else. So through this video, what I really wanted to focus and talk about is to share the knowledge of nature and how we need to really be aware and also take care of nature and also keep track of what's happening around us, especially observe the changes happening around us regarding climate and the temperatures, and also shifting of the seasons. If you can slowly observe and see, you're already seeing it very rapidly happening year by year, right? So those are the two topics that I really wanted to focus and talk about through this video, so that we share knowledge with each other and keep a track about what's happening around us within our surroundings, and hopefully also think of what we can do about in helping things change for better good. And maybe if necessary, we all need to take stronger action. I also think at each individual level, we all can do something or the other, for sure. As we keep observing and noticing the changes throughout the other seasons of the coming whole year, we'll speak about more issues and other topics that we need to really observe and care and concern for. Thank you. See you again.